Okay, y'all. So I want to make a video focused on diet. Right. It's gonna be a short one. We could break down vitamins, A, B, whatever, C's, and B6, B12, all that. We could break that down. Sure, I might. Minerals. What I want to do is break down what I try to fit in my diet. If I'm going to a grocery store, this is what I'm getting, right? This is what I'm gonna cut up, prep, put in my freezer. Ideally, I'm gonna use some that day, and what I don't use, I'm gonna put in the freezer, cut up, ready to use for an individual portion, as small as possible of a portion. I'm gonna cut up. So if it's cilantro, I'm gonna have it small, ready and frozen, ready to be used up. Where I can just grab a handful, a pinch, and use it while I cook. If I got celery, same thing. I don't eat celery recreationally. Sorry, I use it purely as an ingredient. I know it's considered healthy. I could only stomach it as an ingredient. Maybe I'll get better one day, but for now it's an ingredient for me. So I try to make my ingredients healthy. I try to make my. I'm looking at them now. Onions is one of those in between onions and garlic, where garlic is purely an ingredient, but it's borderline something I could eat raw, right? Like if I probably put garlic in hot oil, fried it, I could probably eat straight up garlic, right? I haven't tried it, but if I salted it, maybe put a little lime on it, something cool, I could probably stomach that, right? I'll probably make a face, mm, mm, mm. But I'll eat garlic. Same with onion, so I never even ate onion like raw like that. I know my dad will eat onion like an apple, no problem. I've seen him do it. So shout out my dad, but I can't do that. But basically, again, onion, garlic, that's borderline between ingredient and main dish, right? But that being said, onion and garlic are in pretty much everything I cook, make. So that's what I mean by individual portion, right? That's one ingredient portion versus like looking at my list. I got sweet potato, right? If I get sweet potato, which I consider the healthiest potato from what I looked up, or is it red potato? One of the two. But in my list, for some reason, of what I get, I got sweet potato. So it's still got to be within there, I imagine. Um, Sweet potato is something where, especially with meat on the side, most things I eat, I like meat in it. Pause. Motherfuckers. Y'all making that shit. Anyway, but I do like meat when I eat. I don't know why. That's just one of those things I'm used to and like. So I like my chicken, ground beef, you name it. It could be a hot dog, bro. I'm about to make spaghetti with hot dogs when I stop recording right now. Because your boy got to hit the supermarket. And I've been taking that bus. So I'm about to get some hot dogs busting, a little spaghetti, bam, just something to fill me up. I mentioned in my health essentials where that's when I really buy fast food. If I gotta get filled up, I don't care if it's unhealthy, what it is. I just need a big fill up, right? I'm not dieting. Bam, fill me up. If I'm home, you'll see a lot of meals like that, a lot of videos like that. I might even record it tonight. I'm debating. I don't know, but just basic stuff like that. Like I'll eat spaghetti knowing it's full of carbs, things that will get me fat. I'm expecting that, right? Like this is things I process without needing an app. I don't need an app to tell me that when I eat the spaghetti, it's gonna be counterproductive to weight loss, right? The hot dog is not the same as chicken, right? If I eat hot dog every day, not only will it not be as filling after 2 or 3 times, again, you get a tolerance to the hot dog because there's not much nutrition in it. If I'm eating chicken, as far as meat, chicken, salmon is the best one. If you could afford it, and you could eat salmon 2 or 3 times a week, damn boy, like that's a diet right there. It'd be pretty good. And three is pushing. I'm gonna say twice a week. Um, but really, yeah, ground beef and chicken is the main one people get. Or any sort of beef, pork. I love pork, bro. I ain't saying it's healthy, but it's cheap and it's tasty. So I like my pork. I can't lie, that's part of my budget. If you see that on any list I got, don't think it's for health reasons. That pork ain't on my refrigerator list because it's healthy. But I got a lot of pork, boy, let me tell you. If you ever do a shopping with Pizu or I'm sorry, Shopping with Caesar. I got different channels. I got that mixed up, but yeah, you'll see that there. A lot of pork, be it bacon. Bacon I consider healthy a little bit. Um, I know there's a few YouTube doctors that preach bacon in your diet, and I believe them. You know, I see their science, their logic. Just fat is fat. Bacon is better than, a lot of alternatives. Maybe a Slim Jim, you name it. But compared to avocado, eggs, getting your fat from that, bacon I think is up there. I'm gonna say it's 7 out of 10 on that list for fat sources. You know what I mean? It's pretty good, unless it's like crispy bacon, like too crispy, like almost black, where it's like overcooked. Then it gets into unhealthy for different reasons. Uh, but yeah, let's get into it with diet. Um, so we got, you know what? Let me just transfer this list. Yeah, let me transfer this list. I'm copying right now my shopping list. Yeah, let's put this on too. Okay. So, kind of want to reorganize it. And I'm going to do that with y'all, right? So, you know what? Let's do this. I want to reorganize it by weight. So, it's not weight, kind of how it fills you up weight. You know what I mean? So, if I eat a bunch of spring salad mix, it's not really going to do the job to fill me up, right? It's very unrealistically. If I tell myself right now, you know what? I want to lose, let's say I'm very overweight and I have the mental tolerance to keep up with taste of whatever I buy, right? If you never ate onions in your life and you're about to start onions because you watched this video, this is what I mean. Like, you don't have a tolerance to that taste, specifically taste, not even nutrition, right? So if you're saying today, I never eat potatoes, but I can tolerate it because I'm that strong, you got the willpower, right? At the end of the day, potatoes will fill you up compared to spinach, ginger, turmeric, onion. So anything I'm looking at right there will not fill me up. If I eat it in bulk, that's what's kind of counterproductive. So this is where I'm going to do it by weight, because maybe you want to consider this for financial reasons, especially. And just logically, I feel like this is what you want to eat the most of as far as portioning and how you balance it. So let's do potatoes. Uh, this is what I would have wrote. If I wrote it wrong, let's do this. Potato. Start there. Let's look it up actually. Potato nutrition. So when I look at my shopping list, I like to look at the nutrition facts. Again, we could break this down later. Our different nutrition, vitamins, minerals, it's really the main stuff. There's other things in your diet you want to consider. But as long as you get your vitamins and minerals, I'm guessing stuff like what's it called? All the fungal shit. Fiber is a big one, right? There's other things you want to consider. I don't know if fiber is considered the vitamin or mineral at all. I think it's different. Oh, antioxidant, right? This isn't considered a vitamin or mineral, I don't think. But you got it. It matters. That's a macro, I think. No? Or micro? This is why I didn't go to school for diet, so I can't tell you macro, micro, etc. It's just something big in my life enough for I consider making a channel, consistent videos. I'm very nerdy about this stuff. You know, it's a passion of mine. So if you're on this channel, it's probably because you already watched those very medical videos, very scientific videos, and you want extra health content, right? I hope that's really what this is aimed for as an audience. But again, let's look at this. We got a lot of stuff right here. Again, cooking impact. I mentioned earlier that's gonna affect your food. So potatoes is one of those things where I will fry potato because it's something I want to fill me up. And when I fry it, I'm considering I'm killing up to possibly 100% of the nutrition. But at the end of the day, I got the potato in my fridge. ready to go, freezer, whatever it is, prepared. But again, just like the spinach, it's not the only way I make it. It's just, it's in the door. If you gotta fry your potato every time to start, that's fine. But little by little, start making mashed potatoes one time a month. You make mashed potatoes, and I gotta do it. I don't even make mashed potatoes. But what I do is bake it at least, right? You could always bake your potatoes. If you especially pre-cut your potatoes, or what I do is I boil it. I think that's the method you're supposed to. You boil your potatoes, dry it obviously, and however you want it cut. I cut it, boil it, dry it, freeze it, and then my potatoes are good to go. So once I take it out the freezer, I'm good to just throw a couple, like a bite size of potato, a fistful, whatever I want to do. I can bake that. I could air fry it. I'm not even a big fan of air frying no more. I just like straight up baking it. Uh, but yeah, basically, as long as I bake it, I consider that the healthiest. You could try to do a stove top, lately steam it, whatever works for you. But the less you cook it, the better as far as like hot oil. I know oil is good for it not to non-stick, but also to cook. So if you could avoid oil and very high cook times as far as making it crispy, I think you're good at potatoes, right? So again, you could get one ingredient and make it different. That's just a cooking basic, right? So get your potato, however you gotta eat it. That's one of the ones you can make very unhealthy if you fry it, or again, just make it healthy. But as long as you have it in your shopping list, it's better than rice. And believe me, I do got rice, but we're talking about essentials right now. So if I got rice over here, I'll probably take it out. This is my shopping list. Oh yeah, I do got rice at the bottom. Or I'll probably make a second section of things that are not healthy, but I do buy. You know what? Let's do that right now. That might be smart. Let's do this. Let's do this. Smart. We're gonna do this. We're gonna put rice right here. Okay, so kind of same thing. Rice, pasta. Right. If you want something that's gonna fill you up, bread, right? Something unhealthy you're gonna have in your shopping list, it would be this. I think eating rice at home is healthier than fast food, as long as you can mix in any of the other things I consider healthy here. Let's start erasing too. Got rice out of here. We got potato. I don't see potato, but I'm just blind as hell. We'll figure it out. Probably missing a few things on that list. It might have just been my last shopping list, but anyway. Got that, right? Still recording, got that. Potato. After that, what's most filling on this list? This potato. Oh, there we go. Sweet/red potato. Aha. Aha. Okay, so we got that. Let's edit the spreadsheet a little bit. Let's get spiffy. Hold up a little bit. Okay, we got that. Yeah, looking good. Bread. What else? What else is filling? Yeah, carrots is gonna be up there, I can't lie. Asparagus, Brussels sprouts, broccoli. They looking like good contenders. Ooh, spinach. I really want to put spinach so bad in there. Let's put it here for now, right? But then I'm gonna say, ooh, gotta be these two bad boys. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'm about to flip the order. Oh yeah. Is that most filling for healthiest? If I'm looking at my fridge or freezer and I'm saying what would fill me up the most, I'll say this. Then carrot, right? Yeah, peppers ain't gonna do it. Eggs is close after spinach, I'm gonna say. Low key, nah, eggs might be before spinach, yeah. Yeah, that's really it, y'all. I'm gonna put eggs right here. Bam. Bam. We're going in order of most filling to ingredient. Cereal. I don't know if it's on the list yet, but we could add it. Bam. Ooh, beans is up there. Hold up, y'all. Beans gotta go. Ooh, straight up and down. Potatoes is the only thing that could rival beans. I almost put beans on top of potatoes, but I don't think most people would eat that many beans, really. Ideally. I might start to. I might do that tonight. Ooh. Beans are dope, yo. Beans are good. Anyway. Ooh, meats. Hold up. I forgot meats. Let's do... Bam. Let's put meats right here. Meats is nice. Okay, we got meats. Let's get that list a little closer. I need some space on that. Let's quickly split that up and get it back. Ooh, hold on. Yeah, I'm seeing clearly now. I see way more clearly. Let's do this. Ooh, seeing clearly, chat. Okay, let's make this list a little easier on myself. Okay, we got in there. See, I'm bugging. Y'all don't gotta see what I do. I just gotta see the left side. That's what y'all gotta see right now. Alright, y'all see what I tell you to see when I tell you to see it. And right now, that's looking like the best option. Okay, so let's see. Most filling thing I see right now. Wait, okay, I got cereal on that. Let me get sure. We got broccoli. That's what I was looking at. Okay, that broccoli right over here. I think would be perfect. So I have broccoli. Do I add mushrooms? Nah. Avocado and banana. Could probably go. If you can stomach Brussels sprouts and asparagus and afford it and eat a lot of it, I'm gonna say that's better to eat a lot of compared to avocado and banana. Same with carrot. If you can somehow stomach that, I don't think it's gonna hurt. Past that, this is stuff I would eat more than. Ooh, let's keep spinach up there too. Hold on, let's keep spinach up there. Let's think about it that way. If I had to eat it pound for pound, I mean, obviously, potatoes more realistic, meat is more realistic to fill you up. But then if you could afford it, I'm gonna say beans. Oh, this is more realistic too. If you could afford it, broccoli and below. So you can put a little space on that. All right, broccoli and below. This is almost like a separate category of filling, but it's not this level up here, right? And same with this. This is unhealthy. Rice, pasta, bread, cereal. Let's take the unhealthy alternatives. Look at that. Healthy alternative. Home cooked. Junk alternative. Again, that junk alternative is better than whatever you got in the fast food restaurants, regular restaurants for the most part. Most of them just microwave stuff, throw it in the oven, you name it, fry it, pre-fried, Tyson food, meat, you name it. But again, we got this going. Ooh, milk is a drink. Do I include drinks in this? You know what? Milk is the only thing I recommend besides water. And I'm not going to add water here because you could get a water filter technically. And get your water that way, go to work. And the only water you have is when you go to work and use your bubbler. You got to do what you got to do. I get it. To save. So let's not put water. But milk. I'm just trying to keep it in order by filling a little bit. But let's put that next to eggs, because you could pretty much use that, eggs, and butter together. If you bake, you know what I'm talking about. That's the big one, right? Let's put this is closer. Let's see where we're at. Okay. Just trying to keep it organized in the eye. Talk about each one. Break them down. And I want to talk about it as I go too. So, walnut. I'll probably put that next. Because you know nuts are pretty filling. You know, again, I might make a new section. I don't see anything else that could rival these. So we're at a new section pretty much. Keep this separate. And then ingredients at the bottom. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Ready? I'm going to show y'all what a artist does with the list, boy. Lime, lemon, celery, this is all. Oh, that's perfect. That is so perfect. Ready? What else could I add to this? Ready, y'all? Hot peppers. Top of the list will do. Peppers. Top of the list will do. Boom. Yeah. You can't get better than this. This bad boy gotta be the transitionary. Hold up now. Hold up now. Am I spitting? Yep. Okay. Mushrooms gotta go right here. Bottom of this list. Whoops. Silly me. Mushrooms could go right here. Yeah. Then we'll go straight from here. Boom. That's how this is gonna go. Ready? Y'all ain't ready? That's the problem. Y'all ain't ready? What? 30. That should be perfect. Bananas, avocado, boom. Filling. Let's put that. Ooh, you know what? Bananas and avocado. Boom, filling. I want you to think about it. This is why I'm doing the list with you. I want you to think, what's filling? That's what we organizing this with, right? If I could get more of the stuff on top on a budget, it's gonna fill me up, right? I buy a bunch of potatoes. I'm broke. I could buy one thing on this list. I'm buying potatoes. If I could buy another thing, I'm gonna buy some meat. So I'm eating potatoes and meat every day. Bam, bam, bam. Buck for buck, you eat what you can afford, starve the rest out. That's what I'm thinking is healthiest. You could add some beans to it. You're gonna get a lot of nutrition, a lot of hydration from just having to cook the beans with water. And when I think hydration, like, I don't want to buy iceberg lettuce to get water, because it's like, why? But it's like, if I'm gonna add straight up, you could add sink water to your beans, and that's gonna cook the water, which purifies it. As far as I'm concerned, that's the logic there, right? You heat up water, and contaminants come out, or maybe it mixes in with the beans. Who knows? Maybe you use purified water. I don't know. But regardless, you're getting beans that are healthy in the water you add to it. However much water you decide to. That's pretty good, I'm gonna say, right? Work your way down the list. Then you can get broccoli, Brussels sprouts, whatever you want to get. But this isn't as filling, right? This I consider more like you're getting your dose of nutrients, right? So what I like making now is I get basically rice. Not too much, really. 3 cups of rice I can make last me about a week's worth. Yeah, I think that's what I did this week. I made about 3 cups of rice for me alone. Last me all week at work. And when I came home, that's what I ate too. I didn't eat too many things outside of this mix of rice. And pretty much I had potato in it. I had chicken and beef, different meats. I didn't have beans, but I put peas. I could have easily replaced that with beans. Or use both, ideally. So peas will be in that with beans, even though they're different. But I'm include peas. Similar look. broccoli through all these. I had pretty much everything here. Obviously, no walnut. Like I'm talking about, within reason. I didn't have avocado and banana, but I would have, because if I had it, I would have added to it every time I heated up the food, the premix, and then eat fresh avocado and banana. That's one of the few where I wouldn't freeze it, but I would really try to just eat fresh within every week. By fresh avocado and banana, you're really on ball if you could do that, right? Walnut is more if you need something filling to snack on and you can stomach it. Taste wise, I gotta get better at eating walnuts. I might consider it with my edibles. That might be the best thing. Really, yeah. Just with my edibles, I might have to start mixing it in, because that's the only way I could see myself rationally eating a lot of walnuts. I'll keep it real, y'all. We got that. We got yeah, mushrooms I just love. That's my little hack. Mushrooms kind of taste like meat if you can mix it up. Every time I eat meat, my son likes mushrooms too, so I generally mix mushrooms with meat. Again, spinach is life. I eat that alone, mixed in with stuff, every way possible. I gotta make that the channel profile picture or something, man. That's spinach is life, as far as diet. Carrots are pretty good, I don't know. These are all good. Asparagus, really good for your bladder, liver, and all that, I think. I don't know about your liver, but... or bladder. That whole type of area of your body. Yeah. I don't know. Hope I'm on point, y'all. And again, when we get to more ingredient-based things... peppers are good. I believe red peppers are the best. Green peppers are mostly not as healthy. You might as well just get green. I used to get the little stoplight, the red, yellow, green ones. Now I just get red peppers. It's no point. Just bulk buy red peppers and cut it. Sometimes if I'm broke, not broke, if I'm being time efficient, I might buy the pre-cut onions, peppers, anything here really pre-cut. Ginger, good luck. I don't think you're gonna find that. It's not that popular enough. You'll just buy regular ginger. You don't have to be fancy when you cut it. I've procrastinated it for so long because I don't want to peel it, cut it. It's really not bad. This is stuff you could do in 5 minutes per fruit to prep, cut. I'm saying wash, prep, cut, and all that. What takes long after is the 5 minutes you wash the cutting board. And this is stuff I procrastinate, so I get it. You know what I mean? I'm just like y'all, so... turmeric, I haven't found turmeric. If I could find a good store near me, I'll start buying whole turmeric and puree it like I do ginger. Because I'll be honest, I cannot stomach ginger. It gotta be cut so small, which I haven't been able to efficiently cut it to myself. If I can't cut it myself quickly that small, and again, I haven't seen it in the store smaller than that either, or cut up at all. That's where I'm gonna throw that bitch in the Ninja Bullet. One of them, whatever I got. I don't even know if I'm on brand, but one of them little blenders. Get it easy. It doesn't have to be a giant blender meant for multiple cups. Get a small little blender. I even have a separate cup for my ingredients. When I make like juice with like actual strawberries, fruits, etc., I got the big cup. Right? I make some bangers with that. My son loves my little milkshakes, right? But when I'm making ingredients that like ginger, that's my biggest one. Everything else, celery maybe. Nah, I could add celery to my ingredients and have no problem. I could eat it up to the stuff I'm cooking. I could add celery, but ginger is pretty much the only one I need to grind it up. But it's pretty healthy. Ginger's pretty good as an ingredient. And actually, on that note, that's the only ingredient I use purely out of health. Not even because it's tasty. I hate ginger in every way. But it's pretty healthy, so I've been trying to use it. Last time I made chicken with it, it was a very dominant taste. I could tell I used a lot. And it became so yellow. And even when I cooked it, my fingers became yellow stained. And when I ate it at work, I got stained yellow. I'm like, oh, fuck. It's that strong on ginger. And turmeric, that's probably why too. That's the other one that made it stay that color. Especially turmeric, I'm gonna guess, with that sauce. But yeah, turmeric, again, I have the powder. but I'm hoping to get the real vegetable. So that's why I get the powder. So for example, like onion and garlic, I don't get onion powder, garlic powder. I'm gonna get the real thing. So it's like that's how I see my cooking ingredients, right? When you get these powders, I think they're pre-mixed in with salt, whether they say it or not. Cause you'll buy it and it doesn't say it. But hey, if it's purely that, then cool. I don't know how that affects nutrition when you add garlic powder, onion powder. I don't think the nutrition is there, and I don't know if that's gonna give you sodium on top of it. So again, you probably get sodium and it doesn't have the nutrition. I'd use a fresh fruit or ingredient, and they're all healthy. Like this is stuff you're adding to your diet, right? Because if I were to eat all this stuff on top, that's cool. It'll fill me up. It'll be good on my nutrition, but it's like there's so many little things you're missing from. I mean, this is dairy, so it's nice to keep separate here. That up. Versus these being ingredients. I see. Did I fuck that up? Okay. These being ingredients primarily, because again, you could eat a lot of peppers. If you could eat a bunch of peppers, regular or hot, as a meal, almost like people would eat like potatoes. Like you're eating that many. Like you eat a pack of peppers in one sitting. I'm sure that'll fill you up for the most part, right? I just don't see that as being rational. I don't think most people will do that. If you are, power to you. Anything below that, especially, right? You know what? Let's put onion and garlic on top of these two. Yeah, because again, this I can see filling you up the most. But past that, we're working our way down to an ingredient, pretty much. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Never. We're working our way down to an ingredient. Yeah, you can see my list. So I think that's pretty good. I don't know if I'm missing much. Cheese. Ooh, yo, I can't lie, man. Cheese is one of those where I would put it on the healthy, but I'm gonna have to put it in unhealthy. Cause one of my main things I get, for example, this week I told you I ate mostly rice with this. But one of the few things I ate was cereal to fill me up and bread with hella cheese and probably meat. I probably had some hot dogs, I can't lie. Yeah. Boy, that'll fill you up with some milk on the side too, or juice. Ooh, even water, because I try to do water most of the time I eat. But really, if I eat unhealthy, I'm eating unhealthy. So that's when I really have my juice, soda, etc. Not soda, mostly juice. Wow, man. Fruits. We could add that. Could add that here. It could be our transition, right? Nah, I'll keep this separate. Man, what? Oh, oops. Sorry, y'all. We working on it. We working on it. We working on it. What did I just do? What did I just do? Ah. Okay, I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out. Brain fart. Jello. This is because I'm trying to get into learning how to make edibles with it. But you know what? Let's keep it. Let's keep it. Because that's filling, right? You're gonna have a health food, unhealthy food that's healthy because it's at home compared to fast food. I'm gonna say Jello beats any fast food milkshake, any fast food ice cream. I'll put my money on Jello. If I were to eat it every day, I bet I'm better off on Jello, a reasonable amount, compared to what's it called? I'm losing my noggin. Milkshakes, etc. Candy bars from a store, right? Let's put Jello right here next to fruits, right? It's like the unhealthy version of fruits. You get healthy sugar or Jello straight up. Let's do home dessert box. I've been getting more into cupcakes that you make from the box. Stuff like that. That's the only one I could think of from memory, but it's the cake box, but I make it into cupcakes for my edibles so I could dose it, right? Uh, or just in general, I make it so much that I make regular cupcakes and muffins. But again, this comes in a dessert, like it's in a box with basically a premixed flour that they use for dessert. Flour, whatever other ingredients they have in there, I don't know. Bread mix with that's closer to bread on top. Flour in general, I would add to this because if I'm adding flour to chicken, it's borderline turning a healthy food to unhealthy food, and that's okay because again, it's cheaper and healthier than any fried chicken from a fast food joint. You know what I mean? So, uh, home dessert box. Let's move that camera a tiny bit. Uh, but yeah, what am I missing? What am I missing, yo? I think that's mostly it. Yeah, we got that health looks good. Let me know what y'all think. This will get you most of your nutrition. I'm a guess. When we look at the nutrition broken down by the vitamin and mineral, I guarantee you could refer to this list. You could write it down on your own, save it. I may eventually share something we could all refer to. But I'm gonna guess this will fill you in on your vitamins, minerals, and calories. Like it will fill you. You know what I mean? Again, if you're struggling to get full with this side, and you know you're giving it your all, like I could tell you, I'm giving it my all. If I had a limited budget, especially, I'd have almost zero rice, pasta, bread, cereal, home dessert box, whatever, Jello, cheese. I'd still have cheese here. So cheese, think about it as an in between. If you have everything all healthy, I would still eat cheese, just a very small amount. I eat enough cheese where I know it's unhealthy, right? There's not very many things here you could eat where it's unhealthy. I mean, you could eat peppers aren't as healthy because just nah, they're pretty. I'm gonna say they're pretty healthy. Butter. Crap. I may have to move butter over. I don't know. If I see butter on any of the vitamins and minerals, I might move it back. But it's in general kind of like cheese, where you could eat so much, it's probably not healthy. Uh, Bananas, you could probably put here, but it's still fruit. I'm gonna give some leeway on it. If you need to buy bananas just to get on this list, buy stuff for your ingredient list. You know what I mean? But there's not much else. Potato might be the only one, or again, if you fry it every time, you never make it mashed, you never make it this way, you strictly eat it unhealthy ways, that's the only other thing. So strictly potatoes, yeah, this potatoes can make you pretty unhealthy. Anything else here, if you eat it every time you eat, nothing but something on this list, you're gonna look like a Greek god, shredded, cut up. You doing your health essentials and dieting in that manner, you're gonna be cut up like a Greek god. The more exercise you do with this diet, guarantee you. I don't know what the exercise is, whatever reference you have on YouTube. I'll put my money on it. This is all you need. All right, you diet like I just showed you, and you sleep good, hydrated good. You drink your water on top of that, right? You exercise right, hygiene's good, your mental health is good. Boy, you're gonna be looking like Zeus. I don't look. I look like what is it? What's another lower god? Prometheus or something. I don't know. But Zeus, we gonna get there. We gonna get there, boy. We gonna get there. Yeah. uh, yeah, that's my general diet guide as far as ingredient. Let's get into let's get into the micros. Okay. So let's take a little recess right here. Ba-ba. Let's do this. Let's do this. I was gonna look them up one by one, but I figure, you know what we could do? Okay, you know what? Let's do this. Source and benefit breakdown. That's what matters to me. Where could I get this vitamin or mineral from, and what's the benefit gonna be, right? Oh, that's right on Google. Right on Google. I don't gotta go on any website. It's coming from Better Health Channel, Harvard Health, Nutrition Source, NHS, International Research Journal, whatever. But you know, I'm guessing they're gonna compile it for me. The AI. We're gonna trust the Google for today. I ain't looking for anything crazy specific. This is general info that I'm sure it got right. I could probably verify with my little caveman knowledge, right? Or you could go verify if you think anything's off. Ooh, liver's good. I want to make a separate meat video because there's so much to it. But yeah, liver's good. You want to talk about something that rivals spinach? Ooh, you got liver. But liver, you could push it if you eat too much. So, yeah. And it's not always the mood, too. I don't always want liver. But when I eat liver, it be hitting. Liver hits. So, again, vitamin A, you got vision, skin health, immune system function. All pretty crucial stuff, right? And it's crucial for it, the vitamin A. You got liver again, eggs. We got eggs on that. Milk. Fortified if it matters. Orange. Sorry, I'm thinking about the milk, so I'm not having trouble reading. I'm thinking about if I have cow milk. I know you gotta decontaminate it. You gotta boil it, the cow milk. But I don't know about fortified. Like I guess we enrich it with minerals and vitamins. I don't know. But again, we got oranges, which I don't eat. Fruits and vegetables. Again, the fruits I'm not big on. But my other sources, I know I'm covered, right? I eat eggs is covering it. I don't always eat liver, so I can't even consider that. As much as I love it, I don't eat liver daily. Eggs, I could pretty much eat daily. Milk, fortified, I don't know, but milk, I could eat daily or drink daily. And even with ingredients, milk is an ingredient I use a lot when I bake. I have so much milk in my diet somehow or another. Oranges, I prefer the juice. That's the only one where it's like somehow I'll try to get it juiced. You know what I mean? Even if I gotta buy something more expensive eventually, or not now, I'm basically buying flavored water with orange flavor, whatever it is. But that's my version, right? If I do gotta buy juice, there's that pomegranate, right? If I do buy juice, cranberry, which I prefer cranberries. That's one of the fruits too I'll get, but just seasonal, very seasonal. So cranberry juice is good. Again, vegetables, I have a whole lot of. I'm sure a bunch of these vegetables give me vitamin A, spinach especially. I think broccoli is the next best for that. Brussels sprouts and asparagus, maybe. We'll probably see these more in other lists or other vitamin lists. But yeah, carrots, sweet potatoes, that's pretty big, right? Carrots is a big one, right? That's probably the third best for vitamin A, second or third best. And I think it's a different vitamin A. If I'm not wrong, too, that's another thing, right? I can't just say I eat eggs every day. I'm gonna leave it at that. You want multiple sources, right? Because unless you want to memorize each vitamin and mineral specifically, we're talking very general because that's how we are as humans. We're thinking general, we memorize general, and we could go on our little list and look at specifics, right? We could break it down, see where we're at. But as far as general people, carrots will give you, correct me if I'm wrong, a typical sort of nutrition. Each vitamin A, let's say we get vitamin A, C, and D from both carrots, liver, eggs, and oranges, right? Just a random example. You probably don't, right? At all. But let's say it does, right? It's going to be a different type of vitamin A, B, C, D, whatever for each one. You know what I'm saying? So, something to consider. You want multiple sources, basically, for each one. So if you get 2 or 3 on your checklist, you're pretty much good for each vitamin and mineral. The more the better, obviously. Some things counter each other. I think what? Sodium and potassium? Is that it? I don't know. Because like for me, I have such low sodium ideally if I follow my diet. where it's like I gotta consider, am I getting enough sodium? I've had very few days where that happens, but it happens if you really start to eat like this. Um, so you want to consider stuff like that. What could counter each other? But in general, for most people, if you're starting to just add this to your diet, it's better than what you're already doing, having too much sodium, eating fast food, and eating 2,000 calories in one meal in fast food, especially. Not even this. Like, come on, you behind the ball. You gotta, you know what I mean? So, vitamin C. I don't know what happened to vitamin B on this. There, I look up vitamin B. Oh, crap. I feel dumb. Vitamin B. Yeah. Oh, okay, okay. This is water soluble. Is it showing me fat soluble? Oh, okay, okay, okay. And then water soluble. Okay, okay. Just making sure. Okay. Because I know B vitamins are important. So, again, that's another factor. We're looking at fat soluble. Okay, so let's do this. If it's the first two we're going through are fat soluble, and again, I might re-record this another time. This is like a little first version one, but fat soluble, right? ADEK. If you're eating this during the week, you're pretty much good. Water soluble, I'm gonna go as far as to say multiple times a day. If you really want to push it, because again, if it's going in your fat, I don't think once a month is good enough. But you know, you could try to do often. It doesn't have to be daily, every hour, every time you eat. But you want to get that into your fat worked in there. You know what I mean? Fat soluble. So if you generally lose most of your fat, and all your new fat is coming from these healthy ingredients and materials, foods, whatever. I think you're gonna be good. You're gonna get all these vitamins covered. It's gonna be soluble, solving your fat. You know what I'm saying? But water soluble, definitely you want to be more conscious of. You want to make sure you really get those more often. So again, we'll get there. Vitamin C then, right? We got antioxidant properties, right? We got supporting your immune function, just in general, very good at keeping your body clean, how it should be, fighting things that shouldn't be in your body, both bacteria, uh, deodorants. It's anti-deodorants. Anyway, all the stuff you need, right? Collagen aid for wound healing, right? Vitamin C seems like a little shield, right? Uh, so we got vitamin D, calcium absorption, bone growth, and immune function. And from what I understand, I think that's the one that it's hand in hand with calcium, right? Or if you're missing one or the other, you're gonna have trouble with the other, right? From what I understand. So again, bone growth, we always think calcium, vitamin D. Now you know that's right next to it. Salmon, again, that's the best meat or possible food. Yeah, I don't know anything better than salmon, really. I guess if you eat salmon all day, every day, you'll eventually go sick compared to spring salad mix all day, every day. Like, I don't know. You'll get sick with that too. But I don't know what would be worse. Because there's so much fat compared to spinach. Yeah, I would say spinach might be better. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. But at least salmon will fill you up. I'll tell you that very easily. So if you eat a lot of salmon, that's pretty good. I don't know. I'm just bullshit, man. I'm doing bro science on the. I get into my hypotheticals. I got too into it. But anyway, though, we got salmon. We got egg yolk. I don't believe in egg white. You're missing. Look, this right here says egg yolk. It's not saying egg. It's saying egg yolk. So if you eat egg white, fortified dairy / soy products. So again, I don't know what fortified means too much if most milk is already fortified. I don't think it says, unless it's so small in the milk bottle. But again, dairy in general, if that applies. Sunlight is the biggest. Oh yeah, that's right, sunlight. I live in America. I'm always inside, so you want to make sure you eat it. But sunlight for sure, get your sunlight in. I feel depressed when I don't get my sunlight, so definitely that means I'm probably short on that vitamin D. So for sure, summer is my season. I hate winter and fall. Get that sunlight in. So now you know sunlight is part of your nutrition. Antioxidants. Oh, sorry. Vitamin E. Let's not skip. We're on vitamin E now, right? And so far, we're pretty much good. We got stuff that's on that list. Salmon's not on the list, but when I say meat, again, salmon is the top of that meat. So you want to have your meat in, right? So ideally, if you eat right with your meats, 2 portion right, eggs, etc., we're good, right? So far. Uh, I'm trying to see if I'm missing one too. I think I'm on point. I've been studying this for years a little bit, my own little research. I think I'm on point. We got vitamin E. Checking the videos not too long. We got vitamin E. Ooh, hold up. I think I did smoke break. Alright, y'all, take that little smoke break. You gotta take care of the dome first, know what I mean? Live and direct. Got that little green out the way. Got a little coffee for 5 minutes out the way. Now we're back to recording. So where are we? I covered vitamin D, vitamin E next. Okay, yep. So again, more antioxidant properties. Protects your cell walls and supports blood vessel formation. Very good. Obviously, if you get injured and you bleed, very important. And as far as the cell wall formation, protecting it, I don't know how important that is. I'll keep it real. I'm not a scientist. I haven't done a medical study on that. If anything, when I heard cell wall in science and biology, my brain just went mush. I'm like, ooh, excited about them topics, you know what I mean? But I listen, I know a little bit. Obviously, antioxidants good. More of that. I'm gonna say as general when they each say it, but they all do something different for it. So again, just because you get something that affects vitamin antioxidants in one vitamin doesn't mean it's enough. Because I get it in vitamin E, I don't gotta care about antioxidant. Like no, vitamin E will do what it does for antioxidants separately. You need it separately to make sure your antioxidant properties are all where they should be, basically, right? Or balance of it. We got vitamin K. I think that's another thing. Yeah, spinach and kale, very big. Broccoli, Brussels sprouts was on point. Oh, I think it was on point earlier. I think I did kind of break that down a bit. But yeah, hey, right there it's telling you, you need spinach, you need your greens. How you gonna get vitamin K for blood clot? Again, if you want blood formation, hold on. Okay, here, vitamin C, you got wound healing, right? You got blood clots to stop the bleeding out. You got wound healing here. You got, is it blood vessel for me? Fuck, I'm missing it. It's the last one? Yeah. Sorry, I'm just blind as hell. Blood vessel formation, right? It's different parts of one thing, right? You got different vitamins affecting that, different foods affecting that. If you're not eating right, it's not just that big gut you see when you look down. It's you're missing the minerals and vitamins to make sure your body's doing what it does when you get these cuts and injuries. You know what I mean? There's so much to it. Antioxidants is daily things that you deal with in your body, right? And even if you're completely healthy, ideally, there's still so much you need, right? You still need the blood vessel formation, even if it's not for injury, right? Blood clot is more for injury, but you still want to make sure that's all running efficient. A well-oiled machine, as they say, right? So again, vitamin K, yeah, blood clot, yeah, strong bone structure. Kept talking about blood. So your bone structure, right? Again, I think it's vitamin D, right? For calcium, you got vitamin D for bone growth, and here you got where we at vitamin K for bone structure. So I guess that's different from growth, and I don't know this one. Just it's all different shit, right? For similar things. But just the list is there, right? Spinach again. I preach is paramount, and here it's the only thing you can get. Spring salad mix will have the kale usually, but spinach, right? It's usually half and half. Half spinach, half spring salad mix. Broccoli's big, right? It's like the next thing for non-filling I have. Probably for that too. It's probably the healthiest one. Brussels sprouts maybe next to it. It competes these two for sure. Asparagus. This is like my little trio, right? This is the little Father, Son, Holy Spirit of healthy vegetables, and you got spinach in the middle, which is just like a sum of all that stuff. It's like a Megatron of that. Boy, I don't know. Let me not get that. I'm gonna offend some of y'all religious folk. Let me not do that. So we got. Let me see. We got vitamin K. I didn't realize earlier, but vitamin C was on the list. That's water soluble. But next we got the B complex, right? So this is all water soluble. So again, vitamin C. Let's talk about water soluble. You want to try to get those fruits in. Tomatoes is crazy. I see people talk down on tomatoes, but for the most part, if you eat stuff like pizza, still somehow you'll figure it out. Peppers and broccoli definitely on my list, right? Citrus, I don't know if limes count, or my lemons, but hey, there you go. But yeah, I definitely got enough stuff to fit this list, right? Even though I don't eat strawberries like that, so hey, there's a big one if you eat strawberries often. That's good. But for sure, peppers and broccoli. That's my biggest one. Some citrus fruits. Uh, let me see. Vitamin K. So again, that's water soluble, right? When we look at these C vitamins, water soluble. Now we're on the V vitamins. Ooh, before we go on minerals, so we got meat. I eat plenty of meat. Oh, sorry. Skip into the cut. All right, skip into the cut. Let's focus in. B vitamins, B12, folate, etc. All right, etc. I forgot which one folate is. I think that's like B6. I don't know. Again, bro science right now, but we get into generals in, alright? The general info. Crucial for energy production, red blood cell formation, and nerve function. So you want to talk mental health. The B vitamins are one of the big ones. And again, that's water soluble, which makes sense where maybe you somehow eat bad and you get most of these fat soluble foods in your diet. At the end of the day, you need some stuff here from the C diet. Most people who are overweight and not eating right don't get anything here besides tomatoes in their diet. And when I say tomato, I'm talking about processed red pasta sauce, far from tomato to begin with. So you're getting a trace of a healthy food that's already processed bad, that's already made unhealthy. Because a modern tomato compared to maybe 200 years ago is way different in nutrition, right? So we're talking about way different things. Tomatoes, corn, these are things that used to be healthy that really aren't no more. Unless you're sure you get it at the right farmer's market or you go really nerdy about it. You live in a country where that's cheap and healthy. But yeah, when we go back to water soluble vitamins, this is stuff I don't see most people having in their diet, right? You see a lot of vegan trends nowadays. A lot of people trying that. No meat. You got dairy. Some people, when they say vegan, they mean zero animal product. So again, dairy, that's at jeopardy. Leafy greens. On the other side of it, I'm hoping if you're vegan, you at least eat veggies and you're not just eating fortified grains, right? And I'm saying, like, if you eat bread from fast food, that doesn't count as a fortified grain, man. They fortify it, but I don't know if it's with vitamins and minerals or B vitamins to begin with. I don't know. Beans, again, that's the biggest savior, right? At least eat beans. No matter who you are, try to squeeze that in some beans. Again, that's watery. You can portion it different ways. A lot of stuff there. But yeah, beans, leafy greens, dairy, meat. Again, this is all on my list. And when we say fortified greens, I have no problem getting fortified green rice, pasta, bread, cereal, whatever it is. So even these unhealthy ones, there's levels to it, right? When you look at my list, you can't beat it, right? That's the vitamins alone. Everything here is pretty essential to this list. The stuff I've been looking at for years, refining my diet, making sure I think about it different ways, think about it by weight, by satisfaction and fillingness, by vitamin density, right? There's been things in the past I've tried, it's taken off the list. It doesn't work for me, doesn't work for most people. So again, there's stuff you could possibly add to this list. I'm trying to think in general. I think this would help most people, right? Because I'm pretty average, I think, in just taste tolerance and goals and weight loss goals, etc. Uh, anyway, let's get back to it. So we got minerals, right? Hold on. So there's a few more minerals, but I guess this is the main ones we're looking at. I might look at one more list for minerals, but we got calcium, right? We already know bones. First thing I see, bone health, muscle contraction is not something I thought about, or nerve function, but hey, helps that. Obviously, it's dairy and leafy greens. Okay, so again, going back to my list, a lot of dairy, a lot of leafy greens, a lot of where's it at? Where's it at? A lot of dairy. Oh, that's what I was gonna do earlier. A lot of dairy. A lot of dairy. Hold up. Aha! I knew I'd sleep on it and get back to it. Oh, a lot of dairy, boy. But again, we got dairy. We got iron next, vital for oxygen transport in the blood, found in red meat, beans, and fortified cereals. So again, for iron, we got lots of blood in our diet. No, I'm joking. We got lots of meat, in my diet, especially it says red meat, but I don't even think about that. I know when I break it down, I have again. We'll make that a separate video, but for now, we're just gonna focus on meat in general. Get your meat covered all around, whatever you got to do for research or whatever you tolerate. Got meats, beans, fortified cereals. I don't even want to count, but I know I'm there. Plus, there's stuff like chia seeds, hemp flax seeds, whatever. I want to add stuff like that in my diet, but it's not essential enough or common enough for I'm gonna add it on this list. But again, it's the stuff I mean that you could add to that list. I might eventually make more videos with that. Uh, Magnesium, that's big. Supports energy, muscles, and nerves. Sources nuts. I got walnuts on my list and whole grains. When I do buy bread and stuff like that, I aim for multigrain. But there you go, whole grains. Potassium. Oh, and obviously I buy flour and stuff like that. So there's that. You could always buy that as an option, though it doesn't cook as good. So I'd rather get my straight up flour for now. But we got zinc and iodine, crucial for immunity, wound healing, and thyroid health. That's big, respectively. Let's break that down. Zinc and iodine. So that much. Hold on. Iodine. We got iodized salt. Okay, so we all mostly eat that. Zinc. I'm mostly thinking zinc then. You gotta worry about immunity and wound healing, right? So going along with those vitamins and minerals that will help your blood clots, blood for vessel formation, all that, right? We're thinking those benefits. This will kind of compound with that wound healing, right? There's another one that's for wound healing too, and more cleaning it. Is it? Oh no, just straight up wound healing. That's vitamin C, right? So again, we're seeing how they kind of work together a bit. So iron is big on that. Oh, sorry. Zinc. With iodine, right? We got thyroid function. I know people with straight up thyroid issues. They go to the doctor for that. So I'm guessing that's something you want to focus on too individually, right? Whatever your case is, too much, too little production because your thyroid issues, you still want to focus on this. I'm imagining, right? Yeah, that's really it. All right. So again, we got absorption. Yep, we already talked about that. Fat versus water, balance and safety. Yeah, diversity. Yep, we got everything covered, y'all. That's pretty much it. So we covered pretty much the essentials in diet. If I make more diet videos, don't think it's gonna go too far off this. This is what I preach for diet, right? So again, I might break it down further. I might do individual videos on each fruit, vegetable, or how I incorporate it in my diet. Just like if you see me make my spaghetti and hot dog video, which I might make very soon, for example, right? That's something I'm gonna eat because I don't want to go to the food store. I don't want to go to get fast food. It'll fill me up and be better than fast food, I'm imagine. So take it how you want it. Do what you gotta do, y'all. But just this is what I preach. If you could do this as far as diet, and you get your other essentials, trust me, I think you're good. And you could avoid the doctor a little more as far as them costs, right? That little, all that, the meds you're gonna take from bad health, you could avoid that a lot more, right? So, a lot more medicine you could avoid. But y'all have a good one. Thank you for watching. Peace out.